Hello and welcome to the channel where I describe how I increase the amount of Bitcoin I own without buying any. Today I'll be talking about the trade I've just made in Solana, but first let's have a look at the Bitcoin price. Now it's fallen a lot in the last 3 days and my crypto portfolio is down 14% in fiat terms. Now that isn't easy emotionally, but this is why I believe it's really important to keep a track of the value of your crypto portfolio in Bitcoin terms. And when I look at the value of my portfolio in Bitcoin terms, it's actually gone up 1.5% over the last 3 days. So although emotionally it's not easy to take that kind of drop measured in fiat currency, I know sort of analytically that I've increased the equivalent amount of Bitcoin that I hold. And when we reach the top of this cycle, what's going to be important to me is how much Bitcoin I own. So not easy, but I really recommend keeping track of how much crypto you've got in Bitcoin terms. Okay, so moving on to Solana. I like it fundamentally, so that's the first positive. We can see that over this year since February, it's got a lot of strong momentum, so that's another plus. And I originally bought down here in March. I took some profits here and here, where the price started to look a bit weaker, or the setup started to look a bit weaker. And but I didn't sell all of it because I like it fundamentally for the whole cycle. But today I bought some more because the setup looks good again. Now it may look strange, like I sold here and I've just bought back in at a higher price. I don't have a problem with that. It's all for me about removing risk, and if the setup starts to look a bit weak, I take some profits, and if it starts to look strong again I buy in, and if it's at a higher price at that point I have no problem with it. So zooming in a bit closer, so we've got this squeezing pattern here from here to here. The volatility is squeezing and it almost looks like a rounded bottom as well. So this is all really positive, and because of the volatility squeeze I'm able to draw this purple square of targets, the final target there, the intermediate targets here and here, and hopefully it'll reach the target, at which point I'll take some profits, but again I'll definitely retain some of it. The other thing I like is that we see over here like the volumes going down and down and down, and then just recently the volumes going up again, which is again another pointer for me that this is a good time to buy Solana. So that's my trade for today. Thank you for listening.